MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. The Yanks look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. James Paxton will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Now to the plate, Leury Garcia. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 28, Leury Garcia.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon, 2-0 now.
Well, you always get a sense of the umpire's strike zone, usually early on in a game, and that's normally a pretty good clue. Second pitch of the game, and it's already looking like a tight zone.
That one's in there, 3-1.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
To short. Mondesi scoops it up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Panik. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Panik A 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He's currently on a one-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out. Settling in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. A ball and no strikes. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Striding in, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the shortstop.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort in this one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been an ugly series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. DJ LeMahieu waits on deck. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He was a perfect 4 for 4 in last night's game. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he lays off again, ball 3. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Giancarlo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Stroman looks in. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez, and right into the shift. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, outside. That's ball 2. The count is 2-1. Ball 3.
Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible. and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
No balls and a strike to count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So a runner at first with one out now. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Fisher leads off first with one away. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Certainly would, and you hope yesterday they didn't empty out the bucket of runs. They'd like to use some of those runs today and hopefully secure another victory.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Randall Grichuk goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. A 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. No score here as we play inning number 2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Derek Fisher takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. Into the box, Luke Voigt looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. And that misses inside, 1-0. That misses, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Striding into the box, Mike Ford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Garcia is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Aaron Hicks. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 1 for 3. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Miguel Andujar is on deck. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The third baseman, Miguel.
Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Miguel Andujar comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Grichuk will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Batting it, the left fielder.
Now in the box, Mike Tauchman. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Number 9.
First delivery to him on the way. So far this year against Southpaws, Jansen is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Set to get his day started, Santiago Espinal, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. No balls and 1 strike. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now that
digging in for his second at-bat, Leury Garcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. That evens it up, 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And that's low, ball 4. Here's Joe Panik. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Bichette picks it up cleanly. And there's 1 away. Stepping up now, Adalberto Mondesi, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. Left side. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now back, second baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Dero. Breaking ball up and away, a hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand. That usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to. Walk to home plate, you're scuffling so bad. Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Count is 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it is. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. High and deep down the left field line, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. And that misses 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Derek Fisher. He reached on a single in his first try. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And there's out number 2. Two are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hicks is under it, and that retires the side. Jay's off to a good. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Mike Ford.
The first baseman.
And that misses for ball 1. Hit down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
That was a nasty sinker right there. sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he falls behind 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this... Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Popped him up. Cervelli is under it. 1 away.
Now batting.
Up next is Danny Jansen. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in, Santiago Espinal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when there's...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. First pitch coming, here it is. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 out with the man at first. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
In there, a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game.
The designated hitter, Joe Cannon.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. And he takes ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's fouled away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This one skied out toward right. Stanton has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Bichette gathers it in, and that's the 1st out. At the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
Ball in. Oh, that's out.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 33.
Coming to the plate now, Adalberto Mondesi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Guerrero is going to put this one away on the dirt in front of. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the 0-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter,
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A bouncer to the left side. Andujar fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless,
Randall.
Chad Green, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 57.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded weakly toward third. Andujar brings it in. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch in the. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Luke Voigt. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Voigt swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Popped him up. Tellez moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Hit in the air to right field. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Danny Jansen. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set with the 0-1.
The count is 1 and 2. Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
1 out, nobody on. Still 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hicks is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Santiago Espinal. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Oh, that's good.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Cervelli recovers, but the batter's going to take first easily after striking out. Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He singled his last time up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, the intent.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Last half of the seventh here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Mike Ford.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that's out number one.
Now batter, center field.
One gone here in the Yankees seventh, and that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for two. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now at the plate, Mike Tauchman. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. He's set. Here it comes.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And it's in time to get him. But one run is in to score on the play.
The batter.
Now at the plate,
Your attention,
Gary Sanchez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Gary Sanchez.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Gary Sanchez will remain in the game in the number 9 spot. Adam Ottavino has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Stanton, still going back. Gone to lead off the inning.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Swings through it for strike number 2. The Yankees entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop at a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One and 2 now. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Derek Fisher goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Rowdy Tellez is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Jays. Dan Altavilla is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. In now, Adalberto Mondesi. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull the trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. From the belt, the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Two and 0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0. Giancarlo Stanton is on deck. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Set. Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Lays off 1-0.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of set.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. And as Yankees fans here on television quite frequently, see ya! So a 3-run shot to right center field, and we are tied again.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of it.
Now, pitching for the Blue Jays. Number 68, Jordan.
In now, Luke Voigt. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
The first baseman, Mike.
Standing in now, Mike Ford. Fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Ready now, Aaron Hicks. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Down and away, ball 1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. The 3-1. Liner toward right center. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless.
Torres will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Another look at the big blow for the... Torres remains in the game playing third after... Aroldis Chapman will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bo Bichette is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Here's the pitch. That swung out and missed. We're even at 1-1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Yeah, good job there to pull that bunt back. Now that he's ahead in the count, we'll see if he gets that bunt sign again. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Into the box now, Santiago Espinal. Sacrifice attempt here. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So a big moment in the ball game here. Leury Garcia. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he scores on a daring steal of home. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. A man at third with 1 away. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 51. Ken Giles.
First delivery to him on the way. Mike Tauchman is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A ball and a strike. 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Sanchez drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The 3 true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
And that misses 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. The next 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Comes set, now the pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Count even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. That's popped up. Bichette will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. The Yankees down to their final out, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Up high. 2-1 now. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
You've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. This year against right-handed pitching, Stanton brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base. So striding in, Luke Voigt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Lined hard toward right center. And forget tying it. He may have just won it. It's down for extra bases. And they're going to walk off here with a 6-5 victory.
Yeah, when he stepped into the box, he was thinking about shortening his swing, finding a way to make contact and score that tying run. But he does even better than that, finding a way to drive the winning run in as well.
Guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Giancarlo Stanton. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. So the Bronx Bombers crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Aroldis Chapman claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Aroldis Chapman. His record is now 1-2. The loss goes to Ken Giles. He falls to 0-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL East, the Tampa Bay Rays launched 3 home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-6. The Toronto Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 5-1. The Stros hit 3 long balls as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 9-0. The Washington Nationals got 11 hits overall as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers 4-3.